Nice to see you all again and welcome back. So far in this course we have formulated problems in terms of dilemmas and enriched our ideas about the complex problem situation we face using the perspectives of stakeholders involved in those situations. Now when it comes to leadership, decision making is a key issue. People base decisions on implicit and sometimes explicit criteria. We take most decisions in life without noticing, completely intuitive, completely based on implicit criteria, on things we consider important or true. These criteria represent our values. At certain times, it is useful to be open about these criteria and make them explicit. It helps you, as you have to think about what you consider important and why. It also helps the people around you to see what you consider important, as you are a leader and they need to know upon what you base your decisions. In addition, if you make an analytical step, you identify the criteria for decision making for many different people who are involved in your situation. That not only enriches your ideas about the problem situation, but it also helps to come to a supported decision making or even a joint decision making. This increases the chances of support for a chosen solution. The basic idea is to try and find the main goal of a few stakeholders in your complex situation. Take a few of the stakeholders you categorized as having high power and high interest in your power interest diagram. And of course, also include yourself. Then for each of these stakeholders, ask 3 questions. The first is the most difficult one. What does this stakeholder want? The second is very easy. Why? And the third is just as easy. What? Now let me show you how you create a hierarchy of goals and a set of criteria using only these 3 simple questions. Imagine that you are part of a governmental institution that has to come up with some suggestion on how to reorganize the electricity supply system and make it robust for the future. In this complex situation, you take some analytical steps and want to create a set of criteria for decision making. You have identified different stakeholders who have high interest and high power in the situation, and now you ask one of them, a Green Party representative, the first of the 3 questions. What do you want in this situation? The answer might be environmental friendly electricity. Interesting, but not yet a criterion that you can use for decision making, so you ask the second simple question, why? The answer might be because I want sustainable electricity in this country. The point is very clear and it does not make too much sense to ask a Green Party representative why sustainable energy is a good thing. We do not yet have criteria, but we also have one more simple question to go. And that question you will ask many times now. What is sustainable electricity? Not only environmental friendly electricity, is it? No, of course not. It's also affordable electricity in terms of price. So, cheap electricity? Yes, that would do. And what else is sustainable electricity? I guess also availability. We don't want people to be off the grid, wouldn't we? I see what you mean. So, widely available electricity then? Step by step, the concept of sustainable electricity becomes more clear. But so far, no criteria for decision making. So again, use your what question. What is environmental friendly electricity? Well, that we do not run out of resources. So the less fossil fuels we use to create the electricity, the better. And what else? We don't want the electricity system to increase climate change, so CO2 emissions are an issue here too. And what is cheap electricity exactly? That has to do with the price people pay, both for fixed costs, such as the connection to the grid, and for variable costs, the price people pay for a kilowatt hour of electricity. And what is available electricity? I think that is enough capacity of the system that the demand is not higher than the supply, but also that everybody must have the chance to easily connect to the grid. The lowest goals are the most concrete ones in the hierarchy, and as we are engineers, we can make them even more explicit by adding units. This is not always possible, but try it as much as you can, as it forces you to be precise. Now, where are the criteria that we are looking for? Well, here, in the lowest layer of the hierarchy. There's one more step to take. This hierarchy is a personal hierarchy for this particular stakeholder. So the desires and wishes for this particular stakeholder are in there. low price, for instance. But low price is not the criterion that is important for the stakeholder. Price is the criterion. And the desire of the stakeholder is that the price is low. In other words, this stakeholder would like to see a solution that results in a low price for the electricity this solution produces. This is only one stakeholder, so this small set of 6 criteria is not enough for decision making. Many other stakeholders are involved in this complex situation, and we also need to know what they consider important. So repeat this action for all important stakeholders, including yourself, and combine all criteria that you find into one set. There will be lots of double or otherwise very comparable criteria, so you might work on that set a bit before it's ready to use in decision making. The next step in this course is to think about the new information I just gave you in a quiz, as we do every week. After that, try to apply this goal and criterion exercise to your own case. In the second video of this week, I will help you to critically review your work and avoid the most common mistakes people make in identifying criteria. Again, there isn't any right or wrong here, but I want to help you to avoid unuseful pitfalls as much as I can. Give it a try, and I see you in the next video this week. Bye.